I'm putting that. That's the screen grab.
I call it the chode.
Word.
We want to see, boy.
Oh God.
All right, Vince, get us in here in 3, 2.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is Just Cuz. I'm Vince. This is Ricky. Here we go again. Ignore that. Ignore
It's
that.
good to
If you
be
can.
back, dude. What's going on with your face, bro? What happened? Tell me.
Nothing, dude. It's not a Vince Morales fight camp if I don't start fight camp with a little tiny cut.
Bro, it's because you got them sharp features.
I know.
It's,
So
yeah.
stupid.
Look good
I
though.
can't stop
Look
looking
good.
at it.
I don't ever get. I think it's like I got a fat face. I never cut that easy.
That's exactly what it is.
Thanks, bro.
What's
Thanks.
up, dude? What you been
Yeah.
up to?
Yeah. What have I been up to? Just staying busy, training, hitting my PT, doing a bunch of recovery. I got a laundry list of injuries right now.
Yeah.
So just trying to deal with those and get through training and whatnot. But
Sick.
you're just in full training camp mode, huh?
Full camp mode, dog. I wake up every morning. I piss excellence. Yeah,
Dude,
it's
is this the first one that
okay.
we're doing without a little like a drink, like some tequila or whiskey or something? Is this the first
I
one we're doing
think it
without that?
is. Breaks my heart. Well, you can have
Yeah.
some. I
Uh,
cannot.
I'm doing sober October. Yeah,
Oh, dang.
so
So none of these. We got to
what's
go get
today?
some ginger shots.
Yeah, yeah. I've been doing a lot of kombucha.
Kombucha. We could do
Yeah.
some. We could do some kombucha shots too for
But
battle
feeling
shots and
good
stuff.
though. Feeling good. Like
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like have like a really clean diet and obviously like no I think all the boys and I decided no marijuana, no beers or alcohols, and no porn. So October is
Hey, the works.
sober October.
The works. Maybe I'll jump in for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I'll throw in no chips for me because that's a
No
hard
chips.
one. That's a hard, bro. That's the hardest thing for me to cut out. I can cut out the beer and alcohol real easy. It's the damn hot Cheetos that do me dirty.
Yeah, you every time I see you, I'm over there and you're not in camp. You got a big old bag of hot Cheetos or
The
something. You got like
worst.
you're always like, have you tried these ones? Have you tried these ones? It's like I've never even heard of them. They're like I didn't even know hot Cheetos are still coming out with like all these new different kinds of
I
what would you
love
give me
it.
last time? Like popcorn or something?
Popcorn. Oh, the popcorn's bomb.
Pop- oh, okay. Yeah, it was
Popcorn. And then
good.
we
It was
tried
good.
those Carolina Reaper ones. Those weren't that hot, dude.
Hmm.
I was hoping
Yeah.
they'd be scorching, but
Did
bro,
we
I
already
had
talk
three
about oh
workouts.
go
Sorry,
ahead.
I just had three workouts. So I'm like, if you see me start melting in the chair, just give me a heads up because
Yeah.
I'm fried.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that, especially I was wondering how it was gonna be like because we're always training and everything, but it's different once we get into a training camp
Yeah,
because intentions switch over, intensity
yeah.
switches over,
Hmm.
and it could be exhausting, especially once you're done for the day and you just get home. And you're like,
Yeah,
I just want to melt into this couch or whatever it
yeah.
is. So, but it's going good. How's it going? I
Yeah,
mean,
dude,
with I mean,
solid, sick.
you know, Jose's
Some of
watching,
our
so
viewers too. Hey,
that's
special shout out to my opponent. Oh wait, did I? We haven't had a
yeah.
podcast since I officially
Have we
signed the
not?
thing. So
Have we not?
no,
Oh,
no, we have not.
let's go.
So what's up? Let's go. November 19th, baby. It looked the location said to be determined in the contract, but it's looking like I'm guessing Apex. So a home field advantage for me. Got our boy Jose Johnson, who we were just talking about his contender fight, giving him all the props.
Hmm.
Not even that long ago, like a few weeks. So
So
crazy.
November 19th, huh?
Yeah, a week after my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to you.
Mm,
Um, so Vince is fighting Jose Johnson.
yep,
Jose is kind of our boy. I brought him out for the Ray Borg camp, and Vince and Jose both stayed at my place, and we just all just grinded. We were all
yep.
grinding. That sounded super gay. My bad. We were grinding. It's just the three of us just grinding.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, pause. Yeah, no, but I brought it was a short training camp. I think I got a 3-week notice, so we were just training hard for 2 weeks, and then you went with me
yep,
out
yep.
to fight. So I mean, you guys literally like we're like rooming, like basically you guys were bunking up or whatever. But
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we were nonstop hanging out, video games, training, video games,
yeah.
training, eating good
Video
food.
games, training, drinking, music, dude. We did the works, dude. We had like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
2 week course in building a friendship, and
yeah. I was
we're gonna
jealous the whole
cap it
time
off
because
with
I
a
was
fight.
sober.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
just
that's right.
dieting, training. You guys were having a
Uh-huh.
blast. But that's interesting. This his first UFC fight. He just got signed off
Yeah,
of Contenders, and yeah, it's MMA is such a small world, man.
yeah, it is, and that's exactly what I was thinking about. Matter of fact, I kind of had the when I was watching the fight, I was like, I just had this weird feeling, like this thought went through my head. I was like, oh, what if we get matched up? And I was like, nah, I don't want to think about that. That's Jose. Like, and sure enough, go figure. I don't know. It's this
Yeah,
would be like my third time fighting somebody kind of that like I know like that because I
yeah.
had Hempelman, Smoka, now Jose.
Well, I mean, I was gonna ask you like how it is to fight someone that you know like that, but you knocked out those two guys, so it must not
I'm
phase you
mean.
too
I'm
much,
mean to
or what?
people
How
I
do you
like.
feel about Yeah,
No, that's
I
just
was
how
like,
I solidify a friendship, dude. Like,
yeah,
I grew up in the mean streets of Ontario, Oregon. You know how it
yeah.
goes.
Okay, chill. Chill.
Yeah.
Vince P. Morales, chill out.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a I don't know, man. It's a little like when you think about it, it's a little weird, but like it's business. Business is business, and we're in the hurt business, so one of us got to get hurt. I do everything to make sure it ain't me. So
hmm yeah. I'm
mhm.
excited. I'm excited, bro.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, and I always get pumped. I always get pumped when you get a fight. It's always like different
Uh-huh.
when Well, I feel like when someone you're close to someone and they get a fight, I feel like it's a different. Like I get more nervous. I feel like I get more nervous like when I watch one of my buddies fight more than when I fight.
I do too. I don't know what that is. Like it's maybe it's just the fact that it's like not us in the driver's seat. Know
Mm,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah, and probably we just want good things for each other. There's probably a lot of
Yeah.
lot.
Mhm.
I couldn't even watch my older brother. You know my older brother, right?
No, I don't think so.
Abby, I couldn't even watch Abby really wrestle like growing up, but we started
Mhm.
wrestling from a young age, and
Uh-huh.
he wrestled before me because I was fat, so I was a weight class above him or two weight classes above him. But we both be varsity, and dude, I would have to like go and hide because I would get like pit in my stomach. I'd be so nervous for him to wrestle. Yeah, so I couldn't even
Damn.
watch him because it would be affecting me before my match.
Still like you still the same feeling?
Um,
Probably not as bad. You're in the corner now. At least that's
yeah,
well
I have more
sometimes it
faith in
was.
you, I think, so maybe I don't get as nervous. But
That's
Abby's fragile. He's my little baby.
that makes sense. Bro, we joke about me being fragile because I always start out at camp all cut.
Yeah, damn. So how'd that happen?
Always happens. Shane Shapiro and the Shapiro striking systems are running rampant. Actually, he hit me with something that I showed him how to do, and it cut me. I was like, oh yeah, it works good, don't it?
Really?
Like,
Just a
so I
small one
dumped him
though.
on his head right after. Yeah, it's a tiny one. Ain't no
Nice.
thing. Yeah, it's been cool, dude. Your boy Alex Perez spent a few days here training over at Syndicate.
Yeah, dude, that's
Mm,
awesome. I'm pumped for you guys to get some work in.
yeah,
He actually FaceTimed me last night. Seemed like he was liking training over there.
yeah, I
Um,
hope so.
I'm all jealous. I'm all jealous. I'm over here. I'm like, damn, I'm having FOMO. I want to train with you boys. Be over there in Vegas at
Come
the PI.
train.
I was just there. You come on. You're over here next time.
No, Alex. I dude, sorry, I gotta go.
Now you're in camp. You're in camp. I hope I can make it out one more time.
Yeah, you'll be
Before, but
sick.
yeah, no.
Yeah, we got
So
in some good work, dude. It was a wrestling day today, so it was one of those grinds. Especially that was the last practice after pads and nogi. So I was already spent by the time we got there, and then that boy just don't stop. So cool, whole practice. I'm like,
mm.
oh, my body.
Man, yeah. It's always the grass is always greener because whenever I don't have a fight, I'm like, man, I want to
Mm,
fight. I want to get back
right.
into. I want to get back in there. And then as soon as I get a fight, I'm like, oh man, this is a lot of work. I can't wait
I
to
feel
relax
that.
again.
I feel
Yeah.
that in my bones.
So
Which
so
is crazy because like the only thing I added was like a couple extra. Well, yeah, like we talked about the intensity changes, but I added like maybe two more sessions of like another drilling and another pad session more than normal, and I feel like my body just feels it already.
mhm.
I love it
Uh,
though. Like I feel like I'm already in a great starting point. I've already been like training real hard for a month and a half because I was just thinking I was going to get a fight. So I was prepping anyways. Now it's just time to kind of buckle down and fine tune some things and yeah, get to go have some fun.
yeah, that's one thing I stress on like a lot of these up and coming fighters is like you can have a good time and cut loose when you're not in camp, but you gotta consistently stay in the gym and keep that
Yeah,
that strong base because as soon as you get a fight, you don't want to have to be getting into shape or like trying. I don't know. You should already be kind of primed up, and then you're just kind of
yeah,
fine tuning once you get into camp. So, yeah, I think that's something that honestly we both do pretty well. I think we'd probably go crazy if
yeah,
we weren't in the gym, but yeah, because
hundred
I've known
percent.
plenty. I've known plenty of fighters throughout my career who are just training camp fighters. You won't see them. They won't see them in the gym unless they have a fight.
Right. Yeah, yeah, a
Mm.
lot like that, right? And that shit drives me crazy. I'm like, bro, what are you like? There's so much time that you can actually really grow and really develop some like new skills and like get them honed out before the camp even starts. And I don't know, it seems stressful to be trying to add in all new techniques, lose weight, get in shape, make sure your cardio is good. Like to do all that during camp, it's a little much. I'd rather like have like a solid starting point.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense.
Hmm. Bro,
And
did you watch any of the fights this last weekend?
which the Bellator, then the Mackenzie
There was Bellator
Dern
going,
and
yeah, and
Jan.
then the Dern card.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I did not. I just watched the highlights. I didn't watch them live. I went back and watched them. Actually, I did go back and watch a couple of the fights. I want to see uh the Castaneda fight because it was fight of the night,
Yeah.
and that's our
Mhm.
weight class. And I was enjoying watching John fight. So went back and watched that one. I went back and watched the Mackenzie one, and then I just watched the highlights of the Bellator fights too.
Sick.
What about you? You
I
watch
didn't
them?
even get around.
No.
I was cornering for my boy Max over in
Mhm.
Texas. So we were backstage and I threw on. I only tuned in for the bantamweight fights. It was Castaneda and Santos, was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah,
He
that
was
was a
over at the
great fight.
PI with us when we were all there last week. I was wondering. I think he's only that was his first win in the UFC, his second UFC fight.
Yeah.
Newer guy, but hog though.
He's a dog. Yeah, he's a
Up dude.
dog. Dude. He took some shots that first round,
Man,
bruh.
John was looking good that first round. Hit him with
He's looking
everything, bro.
sharp.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Uh-huh.
And that guy would just be like wobbly and just keep walking forward and
Mm.
then throw him back. I'm like, damn,
It looked like
damn.
his teammate Charles Oliveira, dude, a little bit.
Oh, they're teammates?
Yeah, they're teammates.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Santos used to fight at flyweight or something like that. I think he came up.
Oh, okay. He looks pretty stacked too, so I wouldn't
Yeah,
have guessed that
yeah,
honestly. And
yeah.
then
It's
another
crazy.
bantamweight fight was uh
Barcelos and Jones.
yep.
Uh huh.
And Barcelos was really good. That guy's an animal for
Yeah,
sure.
did his thing, dude. He really just didn't let Jones get like any type of momentum one way or the other. It was a controlled range real good, dictated
Mhm.
where the fight was taking place like the whole time. That was kind of a money performance. I think he needed that too. Wasn't he coming off of two losses?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure
Yeah.
honestly, but he did look really good. The comms were flowing
Mhm.
and he's
Yeah,
supposed to be like some like big time wrestler from Brazil, right?
I think so.
Honestly, I've never really heard of that. I'm not trying to like
Yeah.
dog on it, but I've never
Uh,
heard
I've only
it.
I've only ever heard of that with Dos Anjos.
Okay.
He's supposed to be
Really?
like a Brazilian state champ wrestler or something like that. I didn't get to watch any of the rest of the fights though. I was on corner duty and stuff, and we were fighting. He fought for Peak FC. I never heard of him before, but they like to
I heard
like
him.
they treat it like it's a big thing. Like there was a full blown. There was a press conference. There was all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
Did a
Do it
full
right.
full full blown photo shoot. Yeah, they did it right. It was cool. It seemed like a little much because it's not like there wasn't really anybody super high profile on the card, but I think it was great for a lot of up and comers to get that sort of experience and be able to sit and
Yeah.
talk to people coming up for the press conference and stuff like that. And the overall showing, like the cage looked good, the lights look good, the walkouts look good. I think the commentary may needed a little work, but other than that, like the show was good. Unfortunately, there was kind of a questionable stoppage in Max's fight, and they stopped it real quick. Kind of
You
took a
sent me
knee
the video.
about.
Definitely
Yeah,
looked like it. I mean, that
yeah,
I can't stand early stoppages, especially as pros. Like amateurs, I can kind of see because
yeah.
they ain't getting paid. It's practice to become a
Right.
pro. You know what I'm saying? Once they go pro, the record gets kind of erased and they're back to 0-0. But as a pro, it's like we know what we're getting into. If you're still
Yeah,
standing up and kind of like, in there and everything, don't I mean,
yeah.
come on, what are we doing?
There's no reason, and apparently that ref had already had he had a questionable stoppage earlier in the night on one of the Ami fights too, and like
Get rid of
yeah,
him. Get him
get
out of
out of here,
there.
dude.
Get
Yeah,
him out of
and
there.
it was funny during the during the fighter meeting. The refs were talking about like their expectations and yada yada, and not the ref that was in that fight, but the other ref. He was one of those ones that you could kind of just feel that he was thinking it's my like it's my call. Know what I mean? Like there was
Hmm.
a little bit of ego involved. It seemed like, and I
Yeah.
was like, and I kind of got that vibe right away. And then I was like, nah, maybe I'm just jumping the gun. And then when he was asking about questions, because we had actually went and checked out the cage, and the canvas was real slippery. Um, so I raised my hand. I was like, hey, can we? What about putting in any water in on the corners or anything so we can wet their feet so the fighters can get some grip? And he said, it's a new cage. It's not slick. I was like, we were in there. It was pretty slick. We're kind of sliding around. He goes, I promise you, it's not slick. I was like, we just checked it out, and he was
Yeah.
like, well, uh, no. I was like, I was like, oh
I,
great, it's
I
gonna be
can't
like
stand when
that.
refs try to like involve themselves too much and become part of the
Yeah,
show and shit. I'm like, I don't like that.
no, no, I think they have improper expectations of what their job is. It's not like they're
Mm,
like this premier ref. Like you're there just solely to make sure these guys don't kill each other.
hmm.
Like
Yeah.
that's it.
I was wonder. I mean, like what, like how do you like become like a UFC ref and judge? Because
Mhm.
I've seen plenty of like in our area. There's a couple of guys who have kind of like I've been seeing them ref and judge, like even when I was an amateur, and then they kind of like kept going and made it as like judges or refs in the UFC. But I wonder if there's like a certain amount of hours they have to put in, or if they have to pass some tests, or like because you have to be pretty knowledgeable in all these different situations to be in there, either
Right.
refing or judging. And it really
Mhm.
bugs me when I'm like, I see some of these, I'm like, you don't even know what you're watching. You don't even know what you're
No.
watching. So yeah, that's definitely a problem. But then,
Yeah,
and
it's.
if you, what do you think about like fighters becoming like ex
I
fighters
support
once they're
that.
done?
Yeah,
Like,
I think that's the best idea. I think even if you just want to go be a ref, like you got to I don't know. I feel like you got to get in there and experience it to really know what's going on. But like it's more than
mhm,
that because you can't just take it to go get the ref job. Like you actually got to actually know what it's like to want to fight, right? And I
yeah,
don't know if they maybe the refs and some of these judges they don't know or recognize that feeling, so they don't. I imagine there's a almost a like a language barrier there.
hmm,
Know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's what it seems like. I think my only concern was because I feel like ex fighters could be the most knowledgeable,
Right.
but I mean, the MMA community is pretty small, and
Mm.
this guy's gonna have trained with this guy. There might be some favoritism. They're gonna end up getting some biases,
Yeah.
whether it might be in the as the ref or the judging. So that's one
Yeah.
thing I've always been like worried about. I'm like, I don't know if I would trust that as much unless they can totally be like unbiased and
Right.
in that way. But I don't know if you can be.
Yeah, I don't know. You might need like another like a overseer judge or an overseer ref that like can actually do the homework and recognize where there might be some conflict of interest type stuff. Because they're asking, well, what do we do about like bad refing and bad judging and stuff? It's like, no, like I, I I think it'd be great if we had some sort of pamphlet everybody could kind of refer to and stuff. But it's like you were asking earlier. I don't know if they even have to get like certified or anything like that. Like what's their accolades or what kind of criteria are they meeting in order to do the job? It doesn't seem like there's really any. So,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder. Um, dude, I just started thinking about because did you see the Pico when he like what did he do, separate his shoulder or dislocate it,
Yeah,
and Six Gun was trying to like rip it back into place, dude? Did you watch that?
yeah. That was about the only Bellator highlight I ended up watching, and that was absurd.
So before the end of the round, I don't know if it was the first round, might have been the
I
first
don't
round.
know either.
Uh, Pico, like I don't know if he separates the shoulder or dislocates it or what's going on, but it's out. You can clearly see it's out, and in between round, if that happens, they're gonna call the fight for sure. So he's trying to. I don't know if
Right.
he told his corner or what to like try to reset it in or whatever, but his coach was just
You can't
yanking
do
it,
it that way, dude. That's how you're gonna tear
dude.
like a labrum.
Dude,
Oh
or
my
like if
god.
it's already like what if it was like so he had like a separate. I mean, what if I
Yeah.
mean that's just no good, bro. I don't know. I think you for
I
sure
think
need
there are
something professional going there, and I don't know. They started like doing it the right way where you like stretch up and and stuff like that. But I did not like that, bro. I was like,
Yanking
oh,
who?
no good.
Oh
How much more did he
man, that was
damage
like,
that thing? How much more did he
dude.
damage that shoulder?
It
Come
had,
on.
bro. He was yanking that thing. It was crazy. That was nuts.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
who that happened in one of his fights. Didn't it Moreno? I think it popped out or something.
Moreno.
And
Mm-hmm.
I think his coach went over there and like slowly did something, and it like shifted back in. I'm like, to
Uh-huh.
me, that looks like the way you're supposed to do it. What
Slowly.
are you doing over
Yeah,
there, like trying to pull it? Oh
yeah,
my god!
yeah. He watched too much Lethal Weapon. You remember Mel Gibson trying to shove his arm back? Yeah, yeah.
Oh
No
my
good.
god!
What we doing, Vince?
Um,
Do you wanna get to some of the fan questions that we had?
I do. I would like to because I think we had like 3 or 4 pretty good ones. Do you remember them?
Yeah, someone we jumped on the IG live right before, and I don't remember who asked, but someone had asked um, what your toughest fight in the UFC has been so far.
Mm, dang, that is a good question. I did like that. I'm glad you remembered it because it didn't cross my mind at all. My toughest, I think, was probably the Gutierrez fight because I almost feel like I wasn't even in that fight for most of it.
Mm,
I think I landed like 6 decent shots, but nothing really significant because the kicks just kept me at bay so much.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What
Toughest too
about you?
because you the recovery too from some of the yeah. Um, like toughest one. I mean, I might have to say the Marab fight. I
Yeah.
mean, they all seem so tough to me, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But
Right. Right.
I was dealing with so many like injuries going into the Marab fight. I had just defended my LFA belt 4 weeks prior, and I had a couple of issues going into that Marab fight. So, and then he brought it. He put it on me. He brought the fight. And
Right.
it was a good back and forth fight. So I had to like dig deep. So I don't feel like that one was probably one of my tougher ones, and that's why we should run it back.
I get that.
Um,
That's funny. The only other fight that I was thinking of with that might have been toughest is probably the fight with Song in my first fight
I
in
thought
the
that's what you
UFC.
were gonna say.
Just
Honestly, I thought that was what you were
yeah.
gonna say. Mostly
Uh,
because it was like you traveled to China to fight
there
him.
was
You
a
know,
lot
I was like
on
that.
for that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot that takes a lot out of you too. So
Mhm.
yeah,
I don't
and
know.
then okay, that was a good one. And then okay, I said I was gonna remember all the questions because I have
Uh-huh.
a great memory,
Uh-huh.
and
I think you can look at them in your. I think that live might be archived for you.
deleted it.
Deleted.
Deleted. Um,
Let's see. Let's see. Oh, fighting in the smaller cage. Somebody
at
was
the
asking
Apex.
if the apex cage makes a difference. Honestly, I don't think in my prep or anything it doesn't change much for me. I don't know about you. What do you feel?
Well, I think it depends on your style.
Yeah.
For me, I'm trying to push you up against the wall and take you down. So
Also, you like it.
it might favor a grappler because then I don't have to
Mhm.
chase you around so much. That big cage, is it the 30-foot one? Is that the biggest one we go?
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
that one seems pretty damn big. Fought on that one a couple times, and you are chasing him around a little bit more. I think I fought Montel Jackson. That one was really tough because he had a really big reach,
Right.
southpaw, and he was kind of moving around a lot. So that was kind of hard to track him down. So I
Yeah.
think I prefer it. I prefer the Apex cage.
That makes sense.
Um, but I mean the big one looks so sick inside of a big arena, and
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the fans.
Yeah.
So
Right. Yeah. I
um,
think yeah, I can see where to play a benefit to getting somebody trapped up against the wall. A little bit easier to cut off too, probably in the smaller one.
mhm,
Huh.
mhm.
Yeah.
I mean I don't know if I prefer one over the other, but I don't mind. I definitely don't
Yeah.
mind the Apex one.
Yeah. Do you think about it at all when like you're in training camp?
I
Like, is
mean
there any specific prep?
we'll definitely bring it up like it'll
Yeah.
like it's probably the game plan don't change at all or anything, but like the cage is smaller, so it will be easier to get to these positions probably.
What's your cage in at ATT? Is that 30-30?
No, it's
Sound a little
smaller.
small.
It's smaller. Like
Okay.
probably I think it's only like 24,
Okay.
like that maybe.
Interesting.
I'm
So you're kind of
guessing. I'm saying.
regularly getting in
Mhm.
about the apex size. I think the cage at Syndicate's regulation. I think it's 30.
Yeah, that one seems pretty big.
Yeah.
I avoid training in the cage. I
Do
hate it.
you?
I fu-
Mm-hmm.
oh, I hate it. It hurts. It hurts, bro.
It does, dude. It
You're
does.
getting pushed up against a fence, and then so even if I take them down, my knuckles scrape against it, my face scrapes
Oh,
against it.
it's the
If someone
worst.
pushes me up against it afterwards, my back's all bruised up. I'm like,
Uh,
no, let's go use that padded wall. I already know how to do
yeah.
this. I've had plenty of fights.
Yeah, dude, I get it.
We'll do that after.
Not to mention, every time you leave in that cage, dude, like after training in it, my back's all jacked up. Like it's just got all these marks on it. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
yeah, much
And
prefer the
people
paddle wall.
don't really know that about the UFC's like the canvas they use. It's like almost
Mhm.
it feels like you're getting like rug burn a bunch. Like
Oh,
my
100%.
feet, my shins, my
Mhm.
knees, my elbows from if we grapple on
Mhm.
the ground at all, like it is burnt off.
Yeah.
After one of my fights, I think it was a Ray Borg fight. I was trying to wear like sweatpants after, like they give us the gray Reebok ones, and like I like basically like I was bleeding through them like all from like my shin up to
Oh
my
my
thigh
god.
because I had like the worst burns on my like all over my leg, dude. It was for like a week
Uh,
after, bro. It sucked. That
that's
always happens to me too. Like something is always like from that canvas is like rug burned up.
that's the curse of the wrestler, dude. That's why I don't wrestle in the
Mhm.
cage. Honestly, I don't
Yeah,
like rug burn.
yeah. When Brent Primus fought, or my teammate Brent Primus fought Michael Chandler, his back was just torn up from the canvas.
No
It was
way.
pretty bad. Yeah, gross.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Vince, what's some like what's like a insider thing we could give people from like I don't know from fight week or from being in the UFC? It was something that the average person doesn't get to see. Some of that came to mind for me. What you're thinking is Dana White. Everyone always asks me if do you met Dana White? Have you seen Dana White? Whatever. Just like quick, in passing mostly. I haven't like had like full on conversations with him, just like quick ones, and but something that he does after every ceremonial weigh-in, mock weigh-in, whatever you want to call him. All the fighters go back to a private room with Dana White. No
Yeah,
coaches allowed, no teammates allowed. You can bring your translator in if you need one. Um, but he just basically gives us a speech, like a motivational speech,
yeah,
talking to us about the bonuses and just really hyping us up. And
yeah.
I know what he's doing. I know what he's doing, trying
Uh-huh.
to get us to go
Uh-huh.
and beat each other up even more. But it works on me every single time. I'm all pumped. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, let's go.
Dude, Dana kills us. I love when Dana
Right?
does the fighter meetings. I guess you want to call it. Yeah, I love Sean and Mick and stuff, but like it's not the same energy
Oh
when
no, they're suck. No, don't.
bruh.
I'm not gonna even pretend like theirs are good. There's Sean comes in there. I'm sorry, Sean comes in there and he's like, don't cuss on ESPN.
Yeah, yeah, he's
You
real.
guys know
He's
what the
real
bonus
about the
is. Or
business, huh?
that's not
Yeah.
his voice. Sorry, Sean. I don't know why I'm making that voice.
Yeah, yeah. He's
Please don't
he's
cut
all
me.
about the business. He just he's just right to it. He's like, cool, and yeah, have fun. Like, all
Yeah,
right, good talk.
yeah,
But Dana says some stuff that gets your soul just like a little lit up, huh?
yeah, yeah.
I
He
love
knows how to
that.
bring out the poor kid in me. And I was just like, all right, let's
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember when I fought at the Staples Center. It was on the same card as Cheeto and Alex Perez, and this is before we were all cool.
Huh.
But we were all sitting next to each other, and Dana's like giving a speech, and he's like saying like how like all these like famous people are gonna be there. He's like naming who's gonna be there and like what the bonuses are, and like we're all like there. We're like all getting all pumped up. Yeah, he's like they all want to be
Sick.
you. They're like it was sick. It was sick. It was cool.
That's wild. Damn. I can't think of anything, dude. Nothing that competes with that. That's like such a cool moment before fights. Um,
Yeah.
let me see. Let me
Hmm.
see. Huh, I have to brain check. I'll have something for you next week if I can
Hmm.
go through fight week in my head mentally
Yeah.
and remember things.
Yeah. Do we got any what do we got on like we can do a couple um like current events for like MMA. Like
Oh, bro, hold on. I think.
we got here?
Oh, Kevin Holland retires and then unretires.
And he's
Did you see
back.
that?
He's back,
He's back.
baby. Dude, I almost hit him up last night because I was like all like depressed for him. I'm like, no way, is he actually
Uh,
retired, bro? I'm like, I
uh,
wanted to hit him up and be like, dude, I don't know what you're doing, but I hope whatever you do, you're happy. Like if
yeah.
this is it, then boy, right after the sunset, do your thing. And then today, I'm glad I didn't because today I wake up and it's like Kevin Holland, Stephen Wonderboy, let's go. I'm
Yeah.
like, there
Uh-huh.
it
That's
is.
a main event fight too. 5 rounds.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Welcome back. And this is a tough
Uh-huh.
one for Wonderboy because he's Wonder Man. I mean, he's
Yeah.
almost
Yeah.
40,
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
and he's on a losing streak right now. I think
Mhm.
he's on a 2-fight losing streak.
Hmm.
So I mean,
And I think
he's a
Holland's
smart.
kind of a rough matchup.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah,
not
for
it's not like
sure.
Wonder Boy's like it's not like he's Cosmo going to take him down and try to darce him right away. Like I don't know. He's Holland's real long. He's going to stay on the outside just as, or not. He'll be pressing forward, but he'll be able to hit him from like probably where Wonder Boy's used to not being able to get hit from. So
And he is
that's
rangy.
fun, dude. Hmm.
Yeah, it is gonna be a fun one, and both of them don't like wrestlers,
Uh
so
huh.
I doubt you're gonna
Yeah.
see much of that in the fight. You think Wonder
Uh
Boy's gonna shoot?
I think Holland might shoot before Wonder Boy does.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. We shall see. He was
yeah,
bragging. He was bragging his
yeah,
ground game up before Cosmo, but
yeah.
he was
Give
talking it
give the
up,
people the
saying it's
insight. Yeah, tell people what
yeah,
happened.
yeah. He was just saying in PT at the PI, he was like he was just talking smack to JoJo about Syndicate. He's like, I'll go over there and choke everybody out right now. I'll go darce everybody.
Oh
So
man,
it's kind of it's kind of like eek, since he got darced, like
yeah, yeah. That's
sealed his
not a
own
good look,
fate.
but shit, man.
We'll see
Yeah,
though. It sounds
it
like he's been
happens.
working on it.
Yeah, I mean
We
he's
shall
great on the
see.
ground. That's the thing. He's actually
Mhm.
his jiu-jitsu is sweet. It's sick,
Yeah.
but
Hmm. Hmm.
Hamza must be different kind of pressure. Did
Yeah.
talk about Hamza? Did you see Bo Nickel talking all that shit about like
I love that.
calling out
I think it's
Hamza
sick.
and then also saying I think he said if they try to put him on the prelims, he's just gonna retire. You know, so I was like,
Damn.
but
Okay.
but I don't know. At first, I don't know why I was like a little like I don't know. You're kind of like coming in with like a small record,
Right.
trying to like call shots like that. But at the same time, I mean, they had the same thing happen with like guys who suck, like Brock Lesnar and CM Punk, who weren't like great.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I mean, but like not the best MMA fighters. I mean, I think Bo Nickel has better accolades than both of them, honestly. So
Yeah. 100%.
I think they're bringing him in for that kind of show. I think. I mean, they're
Yeah.
signing him super early, so I mean, he should be on a main event. I mean, main
Uh-huh.
card. I mean.
Yeah, at least main card. Put him up
Mhm.
there. I say, why not, dude? I'm like, I love the way he's handling himself and talking about it, and like, especially if he can back it up.
He's bagging it. Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing
Let's
it.
go,
So
dude. Yeah, I'm all
yeah,
for it. I love that.
yeah, super
That's
interesting.
sick. Shout out to him getting in the video game.
Oh, yeah. What? Okay, I'm a little salty about that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
You
not gonna
stay
lie.
on the prelims, Bo Nickel.
I've been trying to get in that game for years. Come on.
Yeah, uh-huh. Ain't that? That's crazy.
Mhm.
It's sick of having to put myself in there with a custom character.
Yeah, you play the like career mode on the UFC, and you still got to like work yourself up. You're still like on like regional shows, and then you get
Uh-huh.
you can see
Uh-huh.
the pay. It's like a few $100s, a few $100s. I
Oh,
remember
it
when I
hits too
first
close
played.
to home, dude.
I know. I was like, oh, what the? You better get your ass in the gym, boy.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Every time I lost on the game and it was career mode, turn it off.
You didn't want to hurt
Restart
your
it.
record.
Yeah, I
You
was
didn't
like,
want to hurt your
nope,
record.
I'm
Yeah,
defeated.
yeah. I did the same a few times. I'm like,
I believe it. That's hilarious.
yeah, yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
hey, we didn't get to talk about the seminar that we went to.
Damn. Yeah,
Saenchai's
yeah.
seminar. Yeah,
Man.
that was
Yeah.
so sick.
Yeah, Vince and I and my other cousin
Mhm.
John
Mhm.
all went to Timo Yama and for the Yakao seminars. Saenchai and Super Lake were there. It was sick. We got a drill bunch, and then at the end we got nominated to spar
Yeah,
with the
nominated real
guys.
nice.
Yeah, yeah, forced to
Uh-huh.
spar. No, but I mean you can't really pass up an opportunity like that though.
No, no.
And I think we all got swept pretty good, all of us.
Oh yeah,
uh,
I forgot about it. I have it blocked until you said that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, actually, Vince was
How'd it
piecing him
feel,
up, do
dude?
like a 10 punch combo, and I was
Just
like,
once.
"Yeah, Vince," and then decided to throw a kick, and he's like,
Swept.
"Boom." "See ya." Yeah, having a
Yeah.
good too though. So
What a sick way to start the camp, though, dude. I
yeah,
love that. Yeah,
man,
that
that
was
was
right
something.
after.
What an experience. What? Yeah, that was
Uh-huh.
cool.
How'd it feel in
Luckily,
there with like the goat? Because you got to spar Saenchai, right? I had super leg.
yeah, and Sanchez was a lot nicer sparring people than Super Lake was being. I think Super Lake has a fight coming up, so he was throwing
He
a
was
little bit.
treating it real, dude.
I was like, huh. My cousin John was not having it. He started bombing back a little bit. I was like, don't do it.
He's a monster.
It's a
You
trap.
imagine? Yeah, that was crazy,
uh,
bro. Dude, they kick like They kick different. Like their
Yeah.
kicks are like it's like a rubber band, just like from boom and then right back and
Mhm.
loaded. It's crazy. That
Mhm.
was so dope.
Yeah, I posted a little clip on my IG, and then for my
Mm.
subscribers on Instagram, I posted the entire sparring thing, so they were all able to watch
Sick.
it. So if you're not a subscriber, then you don't know.
Nice. And hey, maybe I'll throw some of those in there so that they can see what we're talking about. Because that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
dope.
Oh, yeah. You should. You should. Yeah,
Yeah,
clip that.
yeah,
Clip it.
yeah. Clip it. And then
Um.
and then we got
Yeah.
complimented from Saenchai, which was dope, saying our
Hmm.
technique's good and asking if we're professional. I'm like, yeah, dude, you don't know we're in the UFC. Like, you
Yeah.
don't care, but whatever.
You see this UFC shirt I'm wearing? Come on.
Yeah.
I swear, if that dude swept me one more time or tried to embarrass me one more time, I was about to double leg his ass though.
Uh-huh.
Embarrass him
I
one more
caught one
time
of
on my
Super
team.
Legs kick, and I was like, I'm gonna lift. I was like, no,
Yeah.
no, no. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, it was
that
a
was a
good
good
time
time though,
though.
dude. I
That was a
loved
lot of
it.
fun. Yeah.
Hmm.
And then we all drove to Vegas afterwards, and
Hmm.
you let us stay at your place, and went out
Yeah.
to eat some good food and got some good
Hmm.
training in, good recovery at the PI. It was a good trip, man.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that's dope. Speaking of which, Shino's mom's here in town. So this week we went to Sushi Neko, best sushi. Went to Nacho Daddy. Tonight we're going to Hobart.
Dang. Dude, wait, so what are you weighing then?
What? Right now, after practice, I was
Yeah.
152.2.
Th- How do you get to eat this? And
I don't know, man. I'm telling you. As soon as I cut out beer and chips, I drop like 8 pounds.
damn. All right.
Yeah. Right now, I'm lighter than your flyweight boy Alex Perez, fat boy.
Yeah, that don't surprise me though. Yeah, I think he's like what, like 205 right now or so,
Oh, at
199.
least, yeah,
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 he's
something.
looking thick. He's been eating all
He
that
is, dude.
acai.
Yeah.
He just opened up a acai place over in California, so
Yeah.
I know he's
Congrats to
indulgent.
him. That's
Yeah,
dope.
congrats.
Uh, he was standing next to me saying he was taller than me. And I was looking at him. I'm like, no, you're not. And then I looked at him a little bit more. I was like, oh, we're about the same height. But like, he's built short and I'm built like tall. But I feel like, but we are like the same height. So it's weird. Because I was asking Coach Wood and he looked at us. He goes, about the same. And I was
Mm.
like, I feel like I have like tall features. I'm just not tall. And he's got short features, I guess he is short.
I feel like it's his torso. He has like his legs are like about this long, but then his torso is just like super. Dude, I did a podcast yesterday and I was talking shit about Alex too. Now I'm starting to feel bad. I gotta call him after this.
No, he talks shit
I
all the
love you,
time. What do you
bro.
mean?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's constantly always talking about like height like that, and I'm like,
Mhm.
bro, we're both losing. I don't
Mhm.
even care. Like,
Mhm. Dude, I walked in there with I put water in my hair before I go to the gym. Just water. Didn't really style it. Just got it wet. And he's like, "Oh, look at you. You're a diva, just like Ricky, coming in here all done up." I was like, "What are you talking about?" Always
yeah,
talking smack that guy.
I like it
He'll be
though.
fun to have
You
around.
guys, yeah, yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys to
Mhm.
get some training in. And
Google shows
do you
interesting.
know who the main event is for your fight?
I think it's
On your
Derek
card?
Lewis. I think it's
Oh
Lewis
shoot.
and Spivak. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
Hmm. Yeah. So
Cool.
November
I wonder.
19th.
You know anyone else on that card? Hmm.
Nothing.
Hmm.
Not a
Okay.
damn thing. I think it might just be our two fights.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well,
We
it's
shall
gonna be a short
see.
night.
Hmm. Hmm. But yeah, so yeah, I think that's kind of all we got, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Cool.
yeah. So we
We
got
got
no
some
fights this
fights.
weekend. I mean, this is in
We'll do
training
some ginger
camp.
shots next week.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll have to, yeah, we'll see you guys next week,
Mhm.
with some fight picks, and let's hear them from you guys too. Let's see who you guys got.
Yeah, hell yeah. Again, more questions or anything, feel free to drop them in the comments, and then we'll get to those. And yeah, hopefully everybody's having a good time. And then like, share, subscribe. You know the business. I got somebody working on a logo for the prize, so I think we're at 80 something. We're almost at that sweet spot for 100. So yeah, we'll get a little giveaway thing going on here pretty soon. So
And
thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it.
yeah, and one last thing is we might
Uh-huh.
start having like some other like fighters come up on for a few minutes on
Yeah.
the podcast, and
Mhm.
I mean we train with so many other UFC fighters and other fighters in general, so we'll start getting them up on here too,
That'll be sick.
and spreading the wealth, because I think that'll be a lot of fun.
I agree completely. That'd be
All
dope.
right. Until next time.
So next time, see you guys.